Hi, guys. Audio doesn't seem to be very good on my part. I don't know about you guys. I Are you sure? Anyway, if it's fine for you. Um just going to remove something. Do you want to wait for more people, or do you want to start right away asking ask me some questions? It's up to you. I don't mind it. It's just that I got some messages a couple minutes ago. Whatever. Okay. You're a longtime fan. Hi, nice to meet you. Sure, I can wait a few more minutes. I can wait if you want, but I don't know how many people are going to come, to be honest. Okay. Have you been in touch with the girl since? So what happened is that 2 days ago I lost electricity for more than 7 hours. Okay, so she had sent me a message, but I couldn't respond because um, I don't have like the internet on my cell phone. Okay. So yesterday I responded to her message, but she didn't respond back yet. So yeah, there are certain things that I was supposed to do, but because I lost electricity, I couldn't do them, unfortunately. But it's far from certain that I'm going to meet her again. But it's definitely possible. But like I said, she lives at around 3 hours from where I live. Based on your last few videos, I get the feeling you didn't really walk away feeling any better about things, man. Do you think it was worth it to listen this way? I definitely think it was worth it. Um, sure, it could have been better, but you know, she was so sweet, and like I said, at least I got like a blowjob without a condom on, so it was pretty good. But besides that, like I said in the videos, I didn't feel much, and it's related to some of my problems, but I cannot know for sure which one it is. But it's probably a mix, definitely. Will you like to see her again? Sure, but like I said, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really have the desire, okay, to to do some hookups. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. I just don't feel it. But like I said, I feel that I have to force myself. So if some woman tell me that they want to hook up with me, it's pretty likely that I'm going to accept. I mean, of course, there could be some exceptions, but so far, I accepted all the offers that I got, and I got a little bit more recently. Someone contacted me, but I guess that some of them are just not credible, and I have some doubts about at least one of them. Well, I'm not sure about that. You say that you want an advice for a 25-year-old ASD. Okay, okay, you have that. Well, I don't know, man. You will have to give me probably more details about what you experienced and what you did experience. You know, but I did make some videos that could be could be of some use. It's possible. How did you meet her? Well, she contacted me after seeing me on TikTok. So she saw some of my videos on my French account. She also saw me live. So before we hooked up, she went on my live, okay, and it was kind of funny. Uh, she was in the chat and she was saying some stuff. So at some point, it was starting to get suspicious, and I think that some people realized that she was the woman that was going to have sex with me. But it was pretty funny. Shall we limit ourselves to questions about your virginity, or can we ask questions unrelated to your virginity? Yes, you can ask questions that are not related to that, definitely. But you can ask some questions about what happened, okay? Because there are certain things that maybe I didn't mention, in those videos. I didn't reveal everything, so I am definitely willing to say a little bit more here, for sure. Yeah, I said that most people hate condoms, so it's kind of normal. Yeah, and like I said, I tried 3 types of condom, but it was not enough. I saw I saw some at the store which seemed to, well, they're supposed to give even more sensation. I will buy some, definitely, but it's hard to be optimistic right now. I mean, in some of those it says like naked sensation, but it's hard to believe, really. Sounds like good marketing. Why do you have to force yourself to hook up? Well, it's because it's easier than getting a girlfriend, and there is a chance that I could gain experience from that. Okay, which could be useful. So I really don't feel like it right now. But like I said, what I did is not enough. It's just that it's definitely harder with the problems that I experienced. Um, and like I said, it's almost certainly going to come back. But trying this only once is not enough. I have to try more. But I mean, it's very unlikely that I'm going to have a woman that is going to be as sweet and helpful as the first one. So to be frank, um, I'm still afraid right now. Okay, I definitely feel fear, at least a little bit, when it comes to waking up. Okay, with some of the women that contacted me, and I'm sure that I'm going to have more, but it feels harder now. It already feels a little bit harder to try to meet some of those women, but I definitely have to do it. But that's what I said. Like, why will you accept another hookup if things went so bad this time? But it was not that bad. Like I said, it's just that, like I said, next time I don't think that I'm going to be that I'm going to get a woman that is going to be as understanding of my situation and stuff, and they probably wouldn't necessarily expect um, me to be as bad. I mean, it's not certain that I will be as bad, maybe, but I could actually be worse than the first time, or a little bit better. Who knows? But it's not easy. Will you do it again with her if you have the chance? Absolutely. If she comes back to Montreal, which is a possibility this summer or later, and she tells me that she's open to it, I will certainly accept. And I could even do it more than twice. Oh yeah, you're 40 and it's over for you. Yeah, I definitely wonder what are the sexual experiences that you have had, because I don't know much about it, so I'm definitely curious. Well, no, I definitely didn't pee on her. Not at all. I'm not interested in stuff like that. It's never over for anyone, but yeah, at some point, it definitely becomes over for some people. When you find a woman you are emotionally invested in, you will you say to do this with her. I don't see point in looking up. Um, like I said, getting a girlfriend could be much harder. I did receive a message recently, actually today, from a new woman that is specifically interested in a serious relationship. She saw me again live on TikTok. But it's not even certain that I'm going to be able to have this kind of emotional connection with a woman. You know, I definitely still have some hope about that. But it feels like I have to accept, okay, any opportunities that I get. I have very few right now, and what happens happens. I mean, it's not going to kill me, okay, to have hookups again and to be terrible, like even worse than the first time. I said I could still be much worse than that. It's not going to kill me, but yeah. Did you feel that life has lost meaning when you realized that your hookup was nothing but them script? Not at all. Absolutely not. I was not super hopeful about that. But like I said, I will say it again. There's still a chance that sex could give me pleasure without a condom. Okay. But even with one, if I get a woman that has like a tight pussy, let's say, I mean, who knows? Maybe this could be good enough. Like I said, this woman, okay, that I hooked up with wasn't fat or anything, not at all. But I'm pretty skinny and stuff, so it was a little bit loose in there, let's say. What do you think of MGT? Well, I don't necessarily know much about it. Like I've seen few few videos, if at all. Some of the things that they say can be toxic, just like red pillars and black pillars. Though it's all a bit different, I guess. But some of the things that they say, like I said, it's just a little bit too pessimistic for me. I mean, some of them like tell people to give up on women and stuff like that. And I don't like it. I mean, it may be a problem for some people that have almost to no chance with women, but telling stuff like that to a lot more men, I don't support it. Okay, you had relations with three. You mean like refund woman, refund, whatever. 29 escorts. Were those women all fat, like super land whales or something, or you got better than that? Hooking up isn't for everyone. It sounds like for you that isn't worth doing again. I don't think it will be productive. Sure, it's not for everyone, and it may be worse with my health issues. But like I said, I'm autistic, and when it comes to being asexual or not, I am not sure about that. Okay, but it's not impossible that I could be on the asexual spectrum. Okay, who knows? But I hope not. But I will say it again, doing it at least a couple more times, even more than that, it's not going to kill me. Like It's not a big deal. Who knows what will happen? Mugs me, sure. I definitely mug you, even if I have never seen you. Um, you have YouTube on your side. I can't express myself really, but I'd be glad to if you're ready. So this is a comment for me, I guess. Um, so you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't make videos, but maybe you will like to. Why don't you do it? I know that some incels are scared of showing their face, but some people, some incels don't show their face, but they still make videos. Maybe you could still have something to say, something that could be valuable. Who knows? I mean, some people at first they didn't necessarily think that they had anything meaningful to say. They started making YouTube videos, and they got at least a small audience. And you never know; you could touch on people. Sometimes it's surprising. You have a lot going for you. You can definitely meet a girl who appreciates you for who you are. Yeah, I believe it. It's just that I assume that if some of those women, I mean, a lot of women, okay, got into a more intimate relationship with me, I just have the feeling that it wouldn't necessarily work, and at some point, I don't know if it will last like weeks or months. I feel that they will just give up on me, okay, because of I don't know things that are maybe related to autism, but especially my other health issues. I just don't feel that it will necessarily work, and it's hard for me to force myself to do things that I'm not interested in. But for sure, I definitely expect to have a girlfriend at some point if I don't die before. I have no doubt you can find a girlfriend if you really want one. But the thing is that I really want one. But like I said, because of my health issues, this is very exhausting. And on dating apps, I haven't been able to talk to many women. And when I got some matches, like I said, this is very hard for me to talk to them, to keep conversation and stuff like that. And on TikTok, it worked better for me, but I still met only one woman from TikTok so far. What's your opinion on the current state of Israel? Well, I am not sure if it's uh, a good time to talk about this, but what I can say is that um, On the other side, we have a Hamas, okay, that have some absolutely extreme beliefs, and they cannot be supported. So while Israel sometimes is only going to do certain things that I don't support, obviously, and kill maybe too many innocent people, Palestinians, and other stuff, I definitely have to support the existence of the state of Israel against those terrorists for sure. Okay, then they're launching. I mean, they launched a lot of missiles, and you may not be aware that they base some of their extreme beliefs come from religion, but there's I know that there's also some extremists on the Jewish side. I don't deny that, and I am not saying that majority of Palestinians are terrorists or they support terrorism, but I am definitely very interested in this topic, and I will definitely talk a lot more about it in the future. What's your ideal female body type personality? Body type, I probably prefer a woman that is like shorter than me, okay, shorter and like cute. Um, but to me, this is okay. Looks are just not that important. You know, I have few opportunities right now, so I'm just going to look at what's available and make a decision. And it's the same thing for personality. While of course I have some preferences, and you know, maybe I don't mind if the woman in question doesn't necessarily have, uh, if we don't have the same interests. Maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. Like personally, I love cinema, philosophy, psychology, and stuff like that, like science. Um, but I will say it again. I will look at what's available, and I will make a decision. I'm definitely open to actually date some woman that I'm not attracted to. Do you think that women shall have rights? Sure, of course. Of course. Women shall have rights. Um, some incels, I mean, I know that some people joke about it. They're not necessarily that serious that women shall have no rights whatsoever. But yeah, I won't go too much into the details about that tonight. But yeah, I definitely support uh, to give some rights to women. What do you do when you're not doing YouTube? Well, I also do TikTok. Okay, but I have to say that I have two accounts. So I have two accounts on TikTok, but I also have two YouTube channels, one in English and one in French. So I also tried dating apps. Okay, last couple of months. Right now, I don't swipe too much. I almost never go on those apps to be honest. But maybe I should a little bit. It's just that I'm more focused on what has higher probabilities of working, which is TikTok right now. So I receive some DMs sometimes from some woman. I have to talk to them, and I'm supposed to talk to some. I was supposed to talk to a woman actually today at lunch, and I had some suspicions that maybe she was fake. Certain things were suspicious, but it seems like she's not actually fake. And to be honest, I'll be fully honest. She wanted to talk to me like right about now, and I decided to do this live instead. And there's another woman too that contacted me actually before this live. I may talk to them later tonight or tomorrow as possible. So I do that. Besides that, um, you know, I do exercise a little bit in the morning while listening to a podcast. Um, I lift some weights a little bit, but since I got my second shot of the vaccine against COVID-19 recently, uh, didn't do much exercise. And besides that, I try to watch a movie once a week, and that's about it right now. Do you have a Spotify you can share? No, definitely not. And I don't really listen too much to music right now because of my health issues. So when I listen to certain songs, I can actually get hooked, okay, for hours sometimes. I can listen to a song on repeat hundreds of times. Who knows? And this can be stressful and not productive. But of course, since I am on TikTok, sometimes I'm going to listen to some songs on the For You page and stuff like that. Sometimes I have to use some for some videos, some trending sounds. But it's not easy for me. Yeah, what's your favorite band? Um, like I said, right now I don't necessarily listen to music too much. Um, so a band, I'm not sure. Um, Musician, I can say that. One of my favorites, the last time that I listened a lot to music was Kanye West, I'd say. Um, Also Hippica, probably. It's a band. Yeah. Symphonic metal. Uh, Really like it. Sex is overrated. Making people feels better, to be honest. Well, I don't know if you have already had sex and what kind of sex you've had, but so far, what I experienced seemed to be overrated. But it was just sex with a condom on without the woman in question having like, I mean, her pussy was a little bit too big for me. Let's be honest. Okay, so it's not even certain that I will find all types of sex, even with a condom, overrated. It's not. It's not certain. Okay, and without a condom, I mean, I feel that it could be a little bit overrated. I don't know yet, but I don't expect that to be like super overrated. So we'll see, but hopefully it's not going to be the case. I don't think you're asexual at all. I think you just need an actual normal relationship to enjoy it. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I've had no experience in my life. I've been isolated for decades, and I have a lot of health issues. It's possible if I get into a relationship and I hug this woman, we love each other. After some amount of time, maybe I could get better. I could get used to it, and it could work for me. So you said that sex doesn't feel good for you unless you've been on semen retention for at least 3 days. So it can feel good, and 3 days that's not long. I actually did more than 3 days, and didn't work for me, unfortunately. But it's very tempting to try no fap for at least maybe 2-3 weeks minimum. Okay, because it was not my goal originally to ejaculate around 1 week before I got sex. And you know the story if you watch my video. I ejaculated in the condom. Okay, I had to test it. It was not the goal. It was to be on NoFap for around 1 month, actually. But I was also scared that I could have a premature ejaculation, but it's not what happened whatsoever. Okay, but I will definitely try no fat more just to see if I could, because no fat is said to help some people to keep a longer erection. So where are we now? Um, okay. Okay, it's not for me. Being a circumcised sucks. Well, it's possible. I am actually, so it could definitely be a factor. Yeah. So you're from Brazil. Keep the videos. Thanks. Do you have any job outside of YouTube? Absolutely not. And I have almost never worked in my life. At 30 years old, I was put on welfare. So for all those years, I lived with my parents for 32 years actually, and I didn't receive welfare. So I've been living in an apartment for a little bit more than 1 year, and it's fine so far. So I receive uh it's around $1,111 per from the government per month, and there's a couple more hundreds per year too. Why do you feel it wouldn't work? If someone loves you, they will stay with you. Your health issues won't be an issue for someone. For some women, it won't be an issue. Definitely not. But I have to find those women. And like I said, it's not hard for me. I don't have much social skills. Talk to talk to women online or in real life, and it's not going to be easy for me. But I have to get better. I have to go talk to some people. It's one of the ways. If some women want to talk to me, and for whatever reasons, I mean, I cannot like accept that much friendship. Okay, I cannot have that many friends. Okay, like I'm way too busy. I don't have time for that. But there's still some use. Okay, you can definitely gain experience to talk with those women, which could then help me to talk to some woman that could be interested in having a serious relationship with me or hooking up with me. You set boundaries about your health issues, like you don't expect her to care for you 24/7. You can find someone for sure. Yeah, I don't expect them to care that much about me. I think that it's going to it's going to be fine. Okay, and I have to say that while I'm not happy to be alone, I really like to be alone. Actually, I really need a space just for me. Okay, and I think that there's maybe a lot of autistic people are like that. Most of them, all of them, or even some that are not autistic, they like to keep a space just for them. How long did you last? Well, like I said in the videos, I'm not exactly sure, but I couldn't ejaculate. Actually, I lost my erection after I don't know the best that I did if it was a couple minutes, like 5 minutes. I mean, it seems like a long time, 5 minutes when you think about it, because it's not easy. Okay, when I I took her doggy style. Okay, the best that I did. She moaned a little bit, like I said. I don't think that she faked it, but no, I don't think that she was ever close. And at some point, I lost it. So no, I couldn't ejaculate. And what happened is that at the end, I masturbated until I was so close to ejaculate, and then I penetrated her again, and then that's all I did. I couldn't like penetrate her, keep my erection for long enough to then ejaculate in her. It never worked. I always lost it, unfortunately. The amount of blue pillars in the chat is astounding. All these people come from TikTok. I don't think so whatsoever. Um, I'm not even sure there's one person that is coming from TikTok right now. I mean, it's possible, but I don't see any. I do see probably a couple women. Okay, if this can answer your question. Uh, I don't think dating apps work for autistic people. I am autistic woman, but dating apps are for me too. Okay. Well, it's probably hard for a lot of people too, even if they're not autistic. Congratulations, even if your experience was disappointing. Thank you. But like I said, I am fine with this experience. Okay, even if it was disappointing as a whole. But, you know, one of the biggest reasons why I'm fine with it is that it's not just because she was so sweet and she helped me, but also because, I got a blowjob without a condom on. I mean, that's satisfying for sure. It's just pretty much everything else that didn't give me pleasure, I'd say. So as a whole, I have to give maximum a 6 to this experience, unfortunately. I support Israel too. I think Western media lies about the truth of Palestinian violence. Yeah, some stuff are definitely not shown on TV. I mean, it could help in a certain way, but at the same time, it doesn't help in other ways. Okay, to show everything that's going it can lead to a lot of hatred on both sides, I think. But no, we definitely have to support the existence of the state of Israel against terrorism. Okay, some people are going to say that Israel commits acts of terrorism. Of course, they're going to say that, and I'm not denying that some innocent people are killed and other stuff happens too. But no, no, you shouldn't. Nobody should support Hamas and people that support them. Do you study any world leaders, past, present, for inspiration for your future endeavors of becoming a major influential figure? Well, I read a certain amount of books, more than 500. And a couple years ago, I started listening to a lot of podcasts. Okay. Which can help. I definitely gained some knowledge um, that can be useful. But to be honest, I don't think that there's many people out there that are capable of inspiring me. Even if I think that they are inspiring, it doesn't seem to work for me for some reason. But with the knowledge that I have, I am very confident that I'll be able to become an international figure one day. But it's clear that I'll need to find some people to collaborate with me. And if I could find that soon, it will be really appreciated. I'm referring to getting 1,000 subscribers. Love, yeah, it's going to. I'm probably going to get that soon. Um, anyway, it was really not easy to get there. And what I can say is that on my French YouTube channel, I had a lot less subscribers. But recently, because of a couple videos that got hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok, I was able to get 14,000 views on 2 videos. Okay. And now, if I remember correctly, I surpassed 800 subscribers on my French account. So it's definitely going to surpass, overthrow my English channel, at least when it comes to subscribers. And then probably views too. Do you think man in the manosphere shall succumb to nihilism and despair instead of clinging to false hope? Shall we all be like Goran Manosphere? I don't know this guy, by the way. And load fire life and everything in it. I don't think that people should be nihilistic like that. But for some men, it's almost impossible. Okay, to get a girlfriend or even sex. But I constantly see some men that could definitely have a good chance of at least having sex in the future, maybe even a girlfriend. It'll take a lot of time. And they are just so freaking pessimistic. And like I said in some videos, some people are just too focused on women. Okay, they're not trying to work on themselves enough to learn some stuff, some develop some skills. Maybe they could find some passions which could allow them to feel more fulfilled in the future. Even if it's hard to be fulfilled, I mean, when you don't have a woman, I guess, but it may not be impossible. And I hope that some of those men are going to take that more seriously because that's pretty much what I did. Okay, long time ago, I started gaining a lot more knowledge, and it paid off for me. It definitely paid off, and you're going to see that in the future. But sometimes I think that it's better to try to be realistic. But sometimes, even if it may be extremely unlikely, like I said in another video, I said that sometimes it can be useful to have some blue pill beliefs, okay, that may be super unlikely. Uh, it can affect your mood, okay? And in some cases, it can definitely help people, okay, to be more optimistic, even if it may not happen. And it doesn't mean that you should expect the thing to happen, but some are just, no, way too pessimistic for me. Okay. Aspie is my man. What movie did you watch this week? So the movie that I watched last weekend because I didn't watch the movie this week. It's probably going to be tomorrow. It's actually Mank on Netflix, and yeah, I was pretty disappointed. So I cannot recommend it, but I had to watch it, of course. But before seeing some of the user reviews and stuff like that, okay, before the film came out, I was actually expecting this film to be one of the best films of the year. But no, it's definitely not that to me. Though the film looks pretty good. Okay, the cinematography looks excellent, but you know, and I'm not going to say more about that. I don't know if you saw it, but I definitely cannot recommend it. Um, thoughts on Lipson's optimism? You think this is really the best of all possible worlds, or are you more on pessimistic side? But I haven't read much about this guy. Okay, so far. So it's hard to say, you know, what I think about that. And I do have some opinions about that, but I think that it's preferable to not talk too much about that tonight, to be honest, because it's pretty controversial. But what I can say is that when it comes to possibilities, okay, about the world right now, I think that what is currently happening in the world is exactly what is supposed to happen. That's how I see things. Okay. And it doesn't mean that I am pessimistic because of that. Not able to listen to music. Real life. Alex Large confirmed. Yeah. I can do it. It's just, it's definitely not worth it. I mean, the amount of hours that I lose because of that. And at some point, I was on a roll. I almost didn't want listen to music whatsoever for a couple of months, except when I was like watching some movies or stuff like that, or hear some music outside sometimes. But I relapsed. Obviously, this is very hard to almost never listen to music. I love Kanye West. Dark Twisted Fantasy is such a good album. Yeah, it's excellent. I have it. I bought it. So Mr. Absolutely wants to know what my favorite color is. It's actually green. Do you agree that women are Machiavellian? Um, Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know the percentage of women. I mean, people, not just women, have a percentage of whatever you want to call it. I mean, evilness, whatever. Okay, so you use that term, Machiavellian. Um, I don't know if it's appropriate. So I cannot say the percentage, but I think that, like I said, it's good to be aware of what some woman could do to try to understand human nature and also woman's nature. And sometimes it's going to really help you. You're going to spot, okay, some woman, and it's going to give you a good idea of what they're actually trying to do at any given moment. And I definitely recommend people to actually there's some videos on YouTube, but that can definitely help with that. But the problem is that a part of them, I think that it's too extreme for me. It's too toxic. it's not provable, and it seems to be unlikely to me that it's at this level, at the level of some black pillars and stuff. I don't think that it's the case. Okay. Can you explain which struggle people with Asperger autism have when they try to keep contact with people? Well, from my own experience, I actually didn't even meet people too much. Um, I left my friends at 18 years old. Okay, and I stayed isolated in my room, and I most of the time I played video games, watched movies, and I stayed. I lived with my parents for 32 years, like I said. So for me, it was already extremely hard to actually meet some people, but I did talk with some people online at the time when I was playing video games. One thing that can be difficult for autistic people is to keep eye contact. Okay, it feels like you have to force yourself to keep it. It doesn't feel natural, and you just can feel more uncomfortable. I think as an introvert. I mean, some people may not be autistic, but they're still introverted. If you are in a group of people, even strangers, if you are with some people that you know, you can feel better. But strangers, it can take more time for me to get used to them. Okay, and I think that I'm more affected by external stimuli, and I'm more sensible today, I'd say. So this is something that I can say about that, but there's definitely more that I could say, and I definitely talked about that a little bit in some videos. Maybe it was more on TikTok, but it's just not easy. Okay, to talk to strangers like that because what they say to, I mean, what they say is just not interesting to me. I just don't give a shit about what they talk about. Like, seriously. So I think it's better to find some people that have some similar interest with you. It can definitely help a lot. At the time, it was video game for me, but I stopped playing video games at the end of 2017. So now it's harder to find some people that could have some interest with me. I guess, but it's still possible. It's not that she was too big; it's that you're too used to the tight pressure of your end during masturbation. Sure, I'm used to that pressure on my end during masturbation, but to be honest, I'm not sure that you're right. Maybe she was a little bit too big. It's definitely possible. I mean, if I have sex with a woman, which is obviously it's almost certainly going to happen, and I, I would love to have sex with some women that are shorter. Okay, she was around the same height, 5'7". Okay, and she had a little bit more fat, but she's not fat whatsoever. It's just that in her butt and stuff like that, and her belly, there was more fat than expected, but she's definitely not fat at all, and it made a difference, I think. Do you bras form boards? Not that much, but for a certain amount of time, I looked at the incels.co, now incels.his forum. I mostly stopped looking at that, but I couldn't register. Like I said, I was rejected because of a collision in Windows 7, probably. that detected my internet connection as public, and they automatically reject registration. They ban your email and nickname. Couldn't register. There's not many forum boards that actually check. At the time, maybe a little bit more, but not a big forum guy, to be honest. What's your celebrity crush? Uh, I don't think that I have any. Okay, when I was younger, maybe, but today, nope. I don't think so. But if you absolutely want me to give a name, okay, it will be Elon Musk. Okay, this guy is super inspiring, obviously, and it will be incredible if I could actually manage to not only become the international figure that I think that I'm going to become, but also fund a couple companies. I must admit that I am interested in that too. Well, I'm not sure what those questions were. Okay, if I answered them, I'm not sure. If I didn't, well, sorry about that. Bro, it's over for us, even though we aren't subhuman. They can sense the loneliness in us. It's over. Well, if you're someone that is super lonely, okay, and you don't have much social skills, women can definitely feel that. Okay, so you're going to feel kind of awkward, and yeah, they don't like that whatsoever. So depending on how you look, you may still have a chance, but some people may have to get much better. Okay, at uh, socializing with people, and especially women. But you may also have to just plain fake it, and this can be exhausting. For some people, it's more exhausting than others, and you know, I've been thinking about that. It's just that with my health issues, faking it too much, I don't think it's worth it. At some point, I'm going to realize that it was fake. And you just cannot hold this kind of performance for that long. Yo, I'm on the spectrum, enlisted 19. Congratulations, soldier. Thank you very much. And congratulations, too, for that. It can be extremely hard for people in the spectrum. I would love to actually see the statistics, but it could be pretty depressing. Yes, I'm autistic. I need space as well. There's many women who also like space, so it won't be a problem for them. That's right. Women are blue pilled by definition, so yeah, that doesn't answer my question. You have to go to sleep. Good night. Are you a fan of Todd Thundercock? I have seen very few of his videos, so I definitely cannot count for a fan. That's for sure. But I like his presence, definitely. I have heard some bad things about him, though. But you know, maybe some people are overreacting a little bit. I know that things haven't been easy for him, but yeah, there's some stuff that are controversial about him. Definitely, maybe you may not necessarily know something. I don't necessarily know the whole story, but you know, some bad stuff are said about this guy by some people, and they may be right to a certain extent. But so far, I really like him personally. Are you going to slay now all the time? You raper the pooper. Was she a granny? No, not at all. She was 28 years old. Um, we tried different positions, but we could have tried more. It's just that I couldn't keep an erection that was strong enough and for long enough. So am I going to slay now all the time? I don't know. Like, I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested. But if some woman clearly tell me they're interested, they're around Montreal, or they're coming to me, I will probably accept a hookup, even if I'm not necessarily interested. But yeah, there's some exceptions. If they're so fucking fat, like, I am going to think about it. At first, on dating apps, I actually matched with some super, super freaking fat woman. Like, absolute. I didn't want to like look like a vol cell. But to be honest, like, what's the fucking point? I mean, try to accept to do that. It may not even happen. Okay, some of those fat women, it seems like they were like interested in serious relationships. I don't know. To be honest, it's going to depend. But yeah, you can expect me to definitely have sex with other women, to do some hookups. But there's still a chance that I could get a girlfriend before that, but it seems to be pretty unlikely. But yeah, like I said, a woman contacted me today, and she's interested in a serious relationship. I saw a couple photos, but not enough of her body. She seems to be like a little fat, a little, maybe not that much, but for a guy like me that is so skinny, I don't know if it's that good. But yes, um, I could accept a serious relationship with this woman, so I'm going to send her a message maybe tonight. Okay, and then we'll see. When people say we support Palestine, they're not talking about Hamas. They're talking about Palestinian people who are oppressed by Hamas. Okay, but there's some that are capable of actually supporting Hamas. I don't know how many. It may not necessarily be common for people that say that they support Palestine, that they actually also support Hamas. But this is not an easy situation. Okay, this is very complicated. And we don't have the statistics. We don't know how many thousand people actually have some, you know, not necessarily that extreme uh, of beliefs, but they do. They do have some beliefs that are probably kind of bad. Okay. And just not preferable to support over the Israeli side. But like I said, it's complicated. I am definitely interested in trying to reduce conflicts, okay, in this era of the world in the future. I have some arguments, and hopefully, I mean, just hopefully, I'll be able to calm things down at some point. But it seems like things are going to get worse before getting better. Okay, Haspies, why do you want to be a major influential figure? What do you want to accomplish if you reach that level? Well, I want to become an international figure to help humanity. I am a thinker and I have a lot of opinions about a lot of subjects. And my goal is to try to convince a lot of people of certain things. And I will definitely love to make some reforms and even revolutions in society. And I also think that my story um, will be able to inspire and touch a lot of people. I definitely want to motivate people and help them. I want to help people in different ways, and really, I'm definitely excited for the future. I mean, it could still be a long time from now. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm very ambitious and I have a lot of things to accomplish. Thoughts on McCurney Cruiser Incel Chat? Yeah, I heard about him, but I didn't watch his videos. You know, I saw, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes of him talking on a video or something. So it's hard to say. Cannot really tell you what I think about him right now. I think being realistic is almost synonymous with being negative because life is really pessimistic, full of suffering. But I do agree that some people can't fully embrace the absurdity of life. Yeah, some people cannot do that. Not everything, I mean, is bad or negative. Okay, if you are realistic, but of course, certain truths are terrible. Um, and it will be extremely hard for maybe most people, if not even more than that, to embrace some of those truths. Definitely. And it may also not be preferable. It may not be useful to always believe what is true. Okay, it's not the case. Sometimes it's preferable to be ignorant about certain things. What's your favorite genre when it comes to books? Philosophy, definitely. I have almost didn't read any fiction books in the last 2 3 years, I think, because I think that it's less valuable. So after philosophy, it will be like some science books, stuff like that. Anything that could give me some knowledge that could be useful. You know, psychology books, and it's not that I don't like self help. I definitely like that. It's just that a lot of books are kind of fluff. It's not useful to me. But I tried. I tried to read some, and I was definitely disappointed. Did you find that COVID restriction made communicate with people in person difficult? But it's harder now. It's getting better. Okay, but I couldn't. It's not that I was necessarily really interested in going out there talking to people, but I wouldn't have been able to do it too much anyway at that time. Okay, so now it's definitely better here. Um, so I will have to force myself. I mean, I was contacted by some people. They want to be my friend. They want to meet me in real life. But some don't. Some people don't necessarily live in Montreal. Live longer. So it's sad. If they were living here, even if I'm not interested, and they want me to go into to a bar or something, I may accept just to see what could happen. I was contacted by a guy, but I have to contact him again. I mean, he didn't contact me like he said he was supposed to. Like he said he was going to days ago. But he said that he may have some woman that could be interested in me. So I mean, hopefully he was not joking like the others. He was serious. But yeah, so I will try to meet some people, but it made it at least a little bit more difficult. But yeah, okay. So not to go too even into movies, but the story of Mank just felt like Russian's history to me. I don't think the story had much weight to it. Sad Fincher let you down though. Yeah, I definitely really like David Fincher. Well, this film, I don't know much about the story of it, but I had the same feeling as you. Okay, this could definitely be a revisionist history. Like, I'm not sure. Okay, I'll have to make some research, but I had this feeling that I couldn't trust that without making some research. So I see that there's a lot more comments now. I may have to skip a lot of questions. How did you lose your virginity, bro? Well, a woman contacted me after seeing me on TikTok, and she came to Montreal. It was like a 3 hours ride, but she had a friend to meet, okay, close to Montreal, and then she came. I made some videos. You can watch for all the details, the juicy details. Well, it doesn't feel like a live full right now, to be honest. Uh, but anyway, if you watch my videos, you will understand. Okay, but I'm going to be honest. I never used that term, rotund. So you mean like women that are kind of fat, something like that? Well, if that's the case, not into them, but if they are interested in me, I'll be open to it for sure. I'll think about it. Well, the girl let you go raw. That's a good question because one thing that I didn't mention in the video is that at some point I was worried that one of the condoms that I use, okay, cool. I don't know that something cool happened with it because it felt like that it didn't hold as much as the other ones. Okay, it was a little bit loose, not too much, but a little. And it was kind of shorter when I was penetrating her. So I told her, you know, you never know. I'm a little bit worried just in case. Did you take some pills? And she said, yes. So don't worry about that. So uh, I don't know if she will accept that, but yeah, that's a pretty good question. She could be this kind of woman. Like, who knows? She seemed to be pretty experienced, to be honest. Uh, I don't know about that. You say the vagina size is standard among all. That's a woman. I'm not aware of that. This, hmm, not sure if it's the vast majority of women could be similar, but like I'm not an expert. Maybe you're right about a lot of women, but not necessarily all of them. Yeah, right. It's not too good of a question, but do I like midgets? Am I into midgets woman or stuff like that? No. But again, I'm open to it. I just don't think that a midget is going to contact me. Just between you and me, but who knows? What podcasts do you listen to? Well, I'll talk a little bit more maybe in some videos in the future, but I can already say that I listen to Impact Theory, okay, Tom Bilyeu's channel. So it has also a health theory and conversation with Tom. I'm a fan of the channel Valuetainment. Also listen to a little bit of Tim Ferriss show, um, Joe Rogan a little bit. So I think that I got a message. I wonder what it is. Um, no, that's not important. At what age did you realize that you felt different from the rest when you were a virgin? Um, I felt different from other people at a very young age, but it's not specifically because I was a virgin. Okay, I didn't know that I was autistic at the time, and I was officially diagnosed at 29 years old. But I accepted myself as autistic a couple of years before that. Okay, after making some research on the internet. When it comes to virginity, I am not sure when it happened, but it was a couple more years after high school, I guess, that I felt that wait, like it's just this is not going to happen. I was so alone and constantly playing video games that I didn't even feel the desire to go on dating apps and try to meet some woman for hookups. I didn't care whatsoever about hookups and stuff like that. And when it comes to your girlfriend, I felt that I was too different, and probably that women were not going to that we were not going to belong with each other. So that's about it. Early 20s. It's not just about age because some people are early 20s and they don't necessarily feel maybe that different. I knew before that I was different. That I was not sure that was going to happen. And it happened just recently at 33 years old. So make sure to have sex when it's not super hot out. Yeah, it will be more enjoyable. Yeah, that sucked. It was super hot. Um, The next day it was already better. So yeah, that sucks. And right now it's the heat is pretty bad here. Yeah, nobody talks about your medical issues. Yeah, that sucks. Well, I don't only want short women. Okay, I didn't say that. I said that I prefer shorter women, but it's different for men anyway. So, but yeah, I shared that video because the guy that has this channel, which is excellent, by the way, I was just hoping that maybe this thing could, taking a part of this video could get a lot of views. I don't know. It got more views than almost all my videos, but it's not enough. Do you have any siblings? Not at all. So I was at least a little bit more lonely because of that. But I still met my cousin at the time. We were playing with each other, and in primary school, I had some friends. In high school too, but I got bullied in high school though, so it was kind of pretty bad. You'll say that I had some friends. It's just that some of those friends actually mocked me. We mocked each other, and it was kind of normal to do that. It was definitely not easy. I see people talking about pills. Um, that maybe incels need another pill, another color pill. What I can say about pills is that I'm fucking tired of fucking pills. Okay, oh shit. Oh my. Oh shit. Incel, seriously. Oh my. I mean, at the time it was fine. I mean, the red and the blue pill, you know, when I watched The Matrix, I liked it. But now all those fucking pills and stuff, I'm totally sick of it. Where have you heard negative things about me? Yeah, good question. Um, yeah. Well, there's one woman. That's the woman that interviewed you on the Incel podcast. I haven't seen the podcast, so I don't know what you talked about. Maybe you went there twice, right? She said in an interview with another person, okay, it was not on her own podcast, that you did something, that you didn't do it, but you thought about doing it. I'm not saying that I took that super seriously, but that you said that thing, which is extreme, but you shouldn't say stuff like that. But there may be other stuff too that some people say about you. I know that some other people say bad stuff, but I'm skeptical. I know that you had some issues, mental health, this stuff, but I don't know the whole story. Okay, but the worst thing that I heard, it might have come from this, actually, from this woman, but it was on another podcast, and I'd have to check actually what is the name of this podcast, because it's a podcast that could be actually interesting. for me to go to one day. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I have the names aware of this podcast. I know that Stephen B said some bad stuff about you, but you know, I don't really care. There's other people too. You know who they are. From what you've said, you don't have a good understanding of the world. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. I really don't. Could you be more specific? Yeah, maybe some of those comments are not actually for me, but since you didn't put the name of the person that you wanted to talk to, it feels like maybe it's for me. Yeah, I'm definitely going too slow through the comments, unfortunately, right now. Sorry about that. So this question is for me. I think you're saying that am I going to get Wigman on my stream like everybody else does? I don't even know him. I don't even think that I know him actually. I see that you guys are talking about Forever Alone guy. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem to be easy for him. I hope that things are going to work at some point. Um, I may actually have to go in some nightclubs to try. I mean, at some point. Okay. Some bars and stuff like that, nightclubs, but it's not my thing. But it's a different environment, and I'm last time that I went to a nightclub, I was 18 years old. I went there a couple of times with my friends before I left them. I may have to try that again, even if it's not my thing. How do you feel about seizing the means of reproduction and overthrowing the sexual capitalist class? Well, I don't want to overthrow capitalism. I don't want to. I definitely don't support communism, and I'm not a socialist either. Okay, there's some degrees. I can support a certain amount of redress distribution, but I definitely count for a capitalist. So I'll go in more details in the future about stuff like that. But you know, maybe your question could be a little bit more precise. I was not completely sure of what it meant here. You want some tips? Well, I don't know. You will have to maybe be more precise about give me some information about your situation. Maybe you can send an email or something. I don't know. Because right now I have a lot of comments, sorry. So I have to I'm really behind. You gotta do call-ins. It seems like I'm not going to do that tonight either. Um because I may have to leave maybe at around 10 or I'm not sure. Okay, but I feel that it's better for me to talk with some of those women if they're still available. Maybe in the future I'll do that. Are you a fan of Zolov Sucks? I don't know much about him. I'd say that I really watch and sell content. Okay, so yeah, I heard about him, his name and stuff, but no, I don't know much more about that. Yes, I am definitely probably more behind you right now than you usually am. Um, well, it can be the woman. It can be the woman, and it can also be that my penis is not big enough. It could be that, but it depends. Well, I tried antidepressants for a couple months, not too long. I don't think that it helped me too much when the dose was higher. I had some trouble sleeping, and but I think that I'm fine. I don't feel that this is something that still affect me today. I don't think that I got some serious side effect or anything because I didn't take them for too long. Yeah, I'm super behind. Oh, that wasn't aimed at me. That's okay, no problem. Yeah. Oh shit. Aspies, man, I said this earlier, but your videos have inspired at least one live stream debate on my channel. Okay. So thank you for bringing these discussions forward. It's very entertaining. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Instead of nightclubs, she'll try to live events like conventions or film festivals. Will be a lot more fun, interesting to people share interest with. Sure, I have to go to some of the places, but I probably will have to find some people online maybe that have some similar interests, maybe in like philosophy or stuff like that, or cinema, like you said, to go to other places. But I said that that I have to force myself to try some of those things this summer. But I mean, well, already in July, and not much happened. I mean, at least I lost my virginity, and maybe I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it feels right now that something is going to happen in July. So I could have sex again in July. It seems like it. We'll see. But so far, that's pretty much what I feel. Do you prefer driving, taking transportation, or walk biking? I don't drive, okay, but of course, my dad could drive me to some places sometimes. It doesn't really happen. It's rare, but so I take sometimes the bus and subway, of course. I don't bike. I mean, last time that I biked, it was a long time ago, actually. So I prefer walking right now, I'd say. You want me to research some basic biology facts? Okay. If you're talking, if you're telling that to me, it's possible that there's certain basic biological facts that I'm not aware of. It's definitely entirely possible, and I also probably forgot certain things, unfortunately. Um, I mean, yeah, I'm still pretty behind. No, not as behind. I'm getting there here. Um, um, it's so lonely at the top, isn't it? Mountain is high and hard to reach. What shall men do? What will you do if you had fairies in your garden? Fairies that cool inflate mountain tops. You know, what I want to accomplish is extremely different than other people. So I cannot talk for you guys. But for me, it will be to be revealed in public, maybe locally first. But like I said, I want to become an international figure. So you know, I've been on YouTube for more than 1 year now, and TikTok soon 1 year or two. So I was hoping for more views, to be honest. On TikTok, my French account is getting much better now, but I got some opportunities because of that, and I'm going to talk about that later. So it's possible that some things will happen in the next couple of months, But so yeah, it will be to just pop up right now, man. Even if I have some super health issues, terrible, I just want to pop up right now everywhere on fucking TV, okay? I'm serious. And I don't even care if I have some videos that are uh, very embarrassing, okay? I'm just tired. I need some help, okay? I need some people to collaborate with me, and if I could be exposed to a lot more people, I could convince a certain amount of them to help me. And this is definitely what I will want. Besides that, of course, if I could fix all my health issues, I will fix that too, obviously. Yeah, if I had more views, it would be almost impossible to keep track of everyone's questions. Will you have a method to make it easier? I don't know right now. It's um I'm not sure because I'm currently using StreamYard, but sometimes when I scroll down, it skips. So I don't know if this is a problem with StreamYard, but I really hate it because it's going to skip and I have to come back and I lose time because I have to find the last comment that I saw. So this doesn't help either. And if you have some tips about that, I'd like to know them because I still don't know much about StreamYard so far. It's just easier, okay, than OBS to stream with that. Yeah, sure. Especially in Western societies, um, it definitely makes a lot more women hate men, and it's definitely my goal to try to change that. Okay, because there's a lot of toxicity. There's some toxicity on both sides, but what is going on right now is pretty bad. Yeah. Do you find that YouTube is giving small creators a good salary? Well, first of all, if you have ads, okay, and that's possible only if you have 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of watch time. I am not sure of what that number is, how much money they make, but there's other ways to make money too, not just ads. And I'm not really interested in ads, so I don't know, but I'll have to uh, to accept to start accepting donations in the future. I don't know when I'm going to do it. So there's a guy that helped me actually and gave me a big donation to use on dating apps. So it's really appreciated. It's the first time that I accept something like that. So I could try dating apps. I experimented a little bit. It gave me a good idea of how much it sucks. But yeah, I'm not sure that YouTube does enough right now for small creators. Absolutely not. I think it was better in the past. They could do more. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know the exact numbers, like I said. And I fucking hate ads. What are your opinion on TV series Smallville? Never saw it. I almost never watch TV series anymore. But I am going to finish Better Call Saul, and I am going to watch the new season of Dexter because it's coming back after all those years. So for sure, I'm going to watch that. You know, so my two favorite TV series of all time are Breaking Bad and Dexter so far, but I haven't seen a lot actually. So you say that you run a relatively successful website, modest-sized YouTube channel. I don't know what your YouTube channel is. I don't know if it's the same name or something else. I'd like to know what it is, and also I'd like to know your website. You can contact me if you want. Okay, at my email, thekingofaspies at gmail.com to give me this information. I don't know what it's about, and I'm definitely interested in knowing what it's about. I don't know if we will be able to collaborate in some way, but I definitely want to know more. Well, I don't know if it's true that Todd you were shown on CBC. I'd like to have the proof, to be honest. Well, I don't know if you're serious. You seem to be serious, but I don't know about cocoa puffs. I have no idea. Um, Never tried them, so I cannot say much about that. You just took a shower and you're ready to watch the stream. Yeah, but maybe I am going to unfortunately end the stream soon. So that sucks. Um, you think Better Call Saul is so good? I was expecting better, to be honest, as a whole. And I don't know where we are again. I think that if I remember correctly, it's like season four that sucked, something like that. That it was the worst. Um, but as a whole, it's still pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of Breaking Bad, it's very different, and some people may not care about that. But yeah, I like the characters and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to finish it. You know, I started it, so but to me, I think that it's about time that it ends. But yeah, I like the last season. Cool, still have been better, but yeah, I like some stuff in it. I think that after season 4, it should have been much better though. Um, Actually, yes. I actually think that I did, to be honest, but a couple times maybe. Maximum. Well, you want to ask that question again. Okay. Do you like Super Nintendo? Well, at the time, I loved it at the time, but not anymore. I don't care about that. This is too old. And I stopped playing video games at the end of 2017. My last video game console was the Xbox 360. I prefer PC gaming though. Going to check. Oh, okay. I think that I have something. Shit. Yeah, I think that it's a good idea for me to go talk to those women because I have two that are waiting that may still be available, and I have to send an email to another woman that contacted me today, and I may have other stuff to do. So yeah, I think that around 2 hours is fine. So thanks again, guys, for coming. Fortunately, not enough people came, and it's just that it's not super easy with StreamYard to make people aware that you're going to stream at some point. It feels like I have to make a video to say that I'm going to do it at this hour, and I don't have like the community tab unlocked yet. So maybe this could help. Um, I don't know if you guys receive something that tells you that I'm going to stream when I made a video because I think that you can only see in the home tab and not the video tab, which is unfortunate. So less people know that I'm going to actually stream. But I'm going to try to find a way, okay, to fix that so that more people can actually know that I'm going to be online. But anyway, thanks anyway. It was uh, still appreciated. I enjoyed it, and I cannot promise you though. Once next time that I'm going to stream on YouTube, I just cannot know. Um, Ever read The Rudge? No, definitely not. I don't know what it is. No, I shouldn't make my next stream male only. I'm fine with those two women being there. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, I generally this is just my second stream on YouTube, but I made more than 10 streams on my French TikTok account. Okay. but actually only one on my English TikTok, unfortunately. I will probably have to do more. But anyway, if you guys want to send me something, you have some valuable information to send me, you can do that on the king of aspies at gmail.com. And if you haven't checked my TikTok account yet, so of course the English account has a lot less views uh, today, okay, now, because there's a problem happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that it counts for a shadow ban, but it's kind of fucked right now, unfortunately. But if you're interested in that, maybe some of you could be interested in some of the videos. So, some of them are different than some of the videos that I have on YouTube, and also have some. Uh, Sometimes I try to make some comedy videos a little bit, but some got banned, obviously, for some reason. The French versions of those didn't get banned. But anyway, what happened is kind of funny. You don't know the whole story because I actually feel that almost to no one here in the chat actually ever watched my TikTok account. That's my feeling. But anyway, I just wanted you to know. So, okay, you mean Roger is Manifesto? No. If you're talking about that, anyway, I may check that later. Okay, I'm definitely interested in watching if there's some videos that are still available of them. But yeah, that's about it for tonight. TikTok is cancer, man. Yeah, but anyway, it's the best place to get views on the internet right now. So of course I tried it. You watch my TikToks? Yeah. Okay. It's just unfortunate that my English TikTok is fucked right now because it really works on my French account. It's kind of fun. I got multiple videos of more than 100,000 views in like 2 weeks ago. Even one at more than 200,000. So it's exciting. You never know what could happen, things like that. And I got recognized on the street a couple more times actually. So I don't know what's going to happen. Give us an extra hour. This may not be a good idea at 15 people are watching. So just between you and me. No thanks. It has to end right now. So thanks for coming, and see you in another video. But streaming, I don't know. I cannot promise anything because I am extremely disappointed that not enough people came tonight. Extreme disappointment. Good night.